Hello friends, welcome to the lecture. Now the next chart type which we'll be talking today over here is the combination chart. Now example of a combination chart is given over here for your reference. So basically it's a, like in this case it's a combination of a column and a line chart. Now we'll just learn how to make this kind of a chart. So select the data which you have, go to insert. First just make a normal column chart, like this is a normal column chart, and instead of this the red one is the goal and the blue one is the sales. So just click on this red one, go to change series chart type and just click on the line chart. So again this kind of chart is made. I think pretty simple, nothing to explain more. You can further change these colors by going to the design option and layout and format you have, so you can just make it the way it is looking over here. Now let's do the other one. Let's assume the data which we have is average temperature and precipitation. We have to make this kind of a chart. So let's select the data which you have, go to insert, go to column. Okay, now what has to be done, click on this small thing over here, the precipitation, what you can see, take this to the secondary axis. So that means the precipitation value will be over here. Why we have done it? Because if you see the average temperature value is 57, 59, 60, 70 or 50 up is there, but in this case it's 1.5, 1.2, it will be negligible, you won't be able to see it properly. Okay, that is why we have shifted to the secondary axis. Then click on the precipitation, click on the series, change series chart type, and then click on area. So with precipitation we'll be making an area chart, and as far as the average temperature is concerned, click on it, go to change series chart type, we'll be showing it in the form of a line chart. So just remove the grid lines. So this I'll bring it down, format legend, bottom, close. So this kind of chart is ready. So this was the combination chart for you. Now the next chart which we'll be doing over here today is the donut chart. Okay, now basically a donut chart is similar to a pie chart with two exceptions, that it has a hole in the middle, this hole, and it can display more than one series of data. The legend identify the data points. Like in this case the arrows and these things, they were added manually. Quite odd to know that, but a DOE chart doesn't provide a direct way to identify the series. So basically Excel displays the data series as concentric rings. So as you can see that a donut chart with more than one series can be really difficult to interpret. For example, the relatively larger size of the slice towards the outer part of the donut can be deceiving. Consequently, donut charts should be used sparingly. In many cases, a stacked or a clustered column chart for such comparison expresses our meaning in a much better way than a donut chart. We have shown how the donut chart has to be made. I'll just again show you. Select the data which you have, go to insert, go to other charts, click on the donut. Okay, then click on format data series, and then if you want to reduce the explosion, just make it together, or if you want to just keep a minor gap, so just show a minor gap. If you want to rotate it, you can do that. If you want to decrease the donut hole size, you can make it bigger or smaller or whatever as per what you feel like. But still we feel that in order to express this kind of a data, cluster chart is a much better option. Now the next topic which will be, or the next chart which will be learning today over here is the radar chart. Now, most of the people won't be familiar with the radar chart. Now, in case of a radar chart has a separate axis for each category, and the axis extend outward from the center of the chart. Okay, like they are extending outwards. The value of each data point is plotted on the corresponding axis, like see the value of the each data point. Okay, now in this example what we are doing it, we just want to compare the seasonal demand of snow skis versus the water skis, and many a times majority of people won't be having any idea how to interpret the sky chart. So a much better way to present data is a stacked column chart like this one. Okay, now many a times it is also helpful to show data by means of a, what we say, radar chart, like what we have shown over here, the RGB components. So it is showing that it is tilted towards the green color. Okay, now next chart which we'll be learning more over here is the surface chart. So I won't go deep into it, you can just have it, you can download the workbook and just have a look at it. So this is the surface chart. In the same way, in the same way we have our bubble chart. So in case of bubble chart is a kind of a scatter chart that can display an additional data series which is represented by the size of the bubble. Okay, you have this worksheet with you, you can go through it and learn about it. Okay, so we're not going into it. So the next topic which we'll be taking today over here is using the secondary axis. How to use the secondary axis? Now, I think we've already done it once, but again I'll show you. Now suppose if this is the kind of data you have income and the profit. But the problem with this kind of data is, suppose if you try to make a graph column, you are not able to see the profit figure over here, because the profit value is so small as compared to the income value that you are not able to see it. If such a scenario occurs when you are working with a particular worksheet, in order to solve this, what you have to do, one trick I'll give you: go to the vertical axis, right click on format axis, and click on the logarithmic scale, then close. So now at least you can see the value for the profit. Then click on profit, go to format axis, then click on this, go to format data series, click on secondary axis. Okay, now your profit is on the secondary axis, secondary vertical axis. Okay, now click over here, change series chart type, convert it to line, and now your graph is ready. With some bit of formatting, it will look like this only. So this was regarding the various charts which Excel has. I think now you will be pretty much familiar with most of the charts which we have seen in Excel, and you can now explore all the charts on your own, and hope you will use all the charts in your day-to-day life, and you will learn more about these things as and when you will practice more. So thanks a lot for your attention, and hope to see you in another lecture.